is up, you guys? Welcome back to Kenny Tarot YouTube channel. I am your host, last name Tarot, first name Kenny. I hope you guys have been doing well. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Hope you guys are, are doing as far as being safe. Because apparently there's a variant going around, and I'm just like, damn, now we got to deal with the remix of the COVID. But hopefully you guys are doing well and are taking the necessary precautions and measures in order to keep yourself and your loved ones safe. So, with that being said, let's get into today's topic, you guys. We have another topic for that. As you know, I'm very interested in past life. I've always been, and that's something that I tend to, incorporate in some of my readings here and there. And so today's topic is entitled, "What past life connection are you meant to experience?" Now, we're referring to in this lifetime, what past life experience or a connection that you're going to encounter? What is its significance? What is the meaning? And possibly even why is this something that you need to experience at this very moment? Now, this could be a connection that you maybe already know or you're already familiar with, and you'll know that by way of how Spirit is going to describe this connection and this person. Or this could just be someone that you have yet to meet. This could really range from any realm of life, whether it's love, platonic, friendship, family. I don't know what Spirit's going to bring, but it's going to be very significant, clearly, because if Spirit's bringing it up, then it's something important or just something that you just need to know. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, please choose from these piles. We have pile number 1 with the Sol Delight Stone. We also have pile number 2 with the Citrine. We also have pile number 3 with the Adventuring. Pile number 4 with the Crystal Quartz. So with that being said, you guys, please choose your intuition and not your eyes, and I will catch you at your reading. What is up, pile number 1? This is for those who pick the Sol Delight Stone. We're about to find out, what past life connection are you meant to experience? The cards that they gave us are the Page of Cups, Page of Cups in reverse. We also have the 9 of Wands in reverse. Glare. We also have the King of Pentacles in reverse, which I believe this is the question or the person in question. Really, Kenny? We also have the 9 of Wands yet again. This is number 9. This is spiritual strength. This is also considered, or the equivalent of 9 of Wands as well in this deck. We also have Knighthood. We also have the Hawk. We have Fair Male. We have Rubelite. And this card I will get into later. So let me just give you a rundown of the energy that they're giving me. So first of all, this is masculine energy, straight up. And then we got a fair male card in this pile. However, it doesn't necessarily have to be a male. It's just definitely coming off as masculine energy. And by masculine, I do mean somewhat of a little bit more, the presence is a little bit more, how can I say, it's a little bit more outwardly instead of inwardly, like you would expect more of a feminine type of quality. I'm getting more extrospective more so than introspective. But overall, the energy feels, and this is such a strange scenario that they're giving me, a strange story. So just follow me, okay? But I'm getting the sense that this is someone who decided to come and incarnate with you because of the wrong that they did to you in that past life. Now, I almost feel like in that past life, after the past life, after that life had concluded, They learn lessons, just like we all do when we do transition. We all learn lessons, and I feel like one of the lessons that this particular person learned was how to treat people better, and more particular, or more specifically, you. So for a lot of you guys, this is someone who could have been your ex, lover, or your ex partner, or this could be someone who was your father, or or your parents, or it really could fall in any category. However, they were definitely in a position in which they should have treated you better, is what they're saying, and they didn't. And so this lifetime is kind of like going to be like a redemption arc for them. Now I have to tell you, now if you know this person, there could be some significant qualities about maybe them not necessarily treating you well, or maybe them saying not the nicest things like that may also still bleed over into this life, but they are meant, one of the lessons that they're supposed to learn is to really improve on that. And in fact, if this is someone that you know who you've experienced that part about them, they definitely will make a comeback of some sort. But let's begin. So, I know, crazy. So we also have the Page of Cups. First we have the Page of Cups in reverse. I almost feel like there was love lost here. There was love lost here. And I don't know if it's just so strange. I mean, when it comes to past life, it doesn't necessarily, there's always going to be parallels, but I do feel like this could be someone who you could potentially be intimate with in this life. I think there could be some bumps in the road. I'm not going to lie, there's going to be some bumps in the road to where maybe at times you'll even question whether or not this is someone who you should be dealing with. But yeah, I'm just getting like this is someone who could have definitely taken you for granted in the past. Maybe you had a lot to love to give them, but they never necessarily showed it in return. And I'm also getting this could be someone who's quite older than you, or at least someone who is, maybe they're not older than you by age, but there is maybe a level of maturity, whether it's by their looks or maybe by how they behave or act, that contrasts to who you are. Let's get into it. We have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands in reverse, I mean, it's not in reverse. This is almost like giving up. I almost feel like you guys have had plenty of life cycles together. Plenty of life cycles together in which it probably didn't always end the best. I get like there was countless life cycles that it almost feels like it's been a repeating pattern. Maybe this is someone who just doesn't learn the lesson that needs to be learned, and so they're forever in this karmic type of cycle. But there's frustration here in this connection. There's almost like I've tried and I tried, but now I feel like giving up. I feel like that's going to be maybe a lot of what occurs in this connection between you and this person. This is not going to be the easiest connection, I have to say. But the point is, I think the lesson for them specifically is to really evolve. Definitely evolve. And for you, I would have to say the lesson could be, because just because this is someone that you're meant to experience or meant to meet in this life does not necessarily mean that you have to. I'm gonna be honest with you, you don't have to. You definitely have free will. But I think that's part of the lesson as well, to see what exactly, are you willing to take, and what exactly maybe there is a need for you to establish a certain level of boundaries. Maybe that's also the lesson that you need to learn. But I do believe that this person will be making a redemption arc. I'm just not sure if you're going to be able to experience that part about it. But I do know that it seems like the bulk load of the connection is going to be a little bit more on the bumpier end. Now we also have the King of Pentacles in reverse, and this is someone who is, in fact, if they are a career person, this is someone who works a lot. This is also someone who, I have to tell you, when it comes to money, there is a level of greed that this person does indicate, because, you know, normally you would think, to me, money is amazing, but it's more amazing when you're able to share with people. This is not that type of person. I almost feel like for some of you guys, this could be someone who could be like a future, you know, co-parent of yours with a child involved. And this is not going to be the most easiest person to deal with when it comes to separation and or maybe divorce or maybe co-parenting. This is someone who, yeah, this is someone who's just really, you know, like I said, there's a lot of that karmic baggage of what they were like in a past life that still is lingering. And I kind of feel like, once again, the lesson has yet to be mastered. And maybe you're the person that is going to make sure that they learn it. I'm not saying that you're someone who has to deal with it, but what I mean is that maybe you just leaving, or maybe you just letting them know exactly what time it is, maybe that will trigger something. But for sure, this is not the most, I'm not getting the most kindest person. I have to be honest. Now we also have number 9, spiritual strength. So once again, there is a spiritual aspect about this. There's an opportunity for growth when it comes on a soul level, and I think that's for both of you guys. This is one of those cases in which sometimes the people that you incarnate with are not meant to be your best friends. Sometimes they can be your rivals, but in this case, I do feel like there is some type of intimate connection between you and this person, to where you guys are very much familiar with each other. However, this is one of those cases where you may not get along. And I think the idea is to really have you both develop in different ways. There's going to be a significant amount of growth that you guys are going to achieve, but in different ways. I do feel like this may not be a connection in which you guys will be like together or on speaking terms for the rest of this life, but at the very least, you guys are meant to cross paths and develop some type of bond, because there's still some karmic, I mean, when it comes to past life topics or when it comes to past life in general, karmic is typically involved, or karma is typically involved. And in this case, there's a lot of it. Once again, it's coming across as, you know, and you'll know who this person is, because it almost feels like, yo, I can't stand you, but I can't get away from you, like that type of push and pull type of dynamic. But like I said, you have to remember, these type of intense connections are meant to trigger something to really be the catalyst for growth on a soul level. Now, I do see, I have to tell you this, for some of you guys, this is someone who could in fact remain in your life for the majority of this incarnation. And the way that that's only going to happen if they make a complete 180. The Knighthood card, okay, so they're saying that they definitely did you wrong. So, you know, and I could be speaking for those of you guys who may know this person. This could be in this life, but I definitely feel like in the past life, they definitely did me wrong. For some of you guys were even married to this person. And, you know, I almost feel like for some of you guys, this was one of those love situations in which you guys couldn't even, it's like one of those cases in which this person had a whole life, and they were still in love with you. Like they could have had a whole family of their own, but yet they were still in love with you. And a part of the reason as to why they did you wrong was because they never actually became honest about their true feelings and actually been with you. Okay. But overall, this card indicates that there is a huge opportunity for a transformation that this person is meant to make. Now, it's up to you whether or not you want to deal with this. Like, that's something that I want to reiterate that you always will have the choice of, okay? Just because we connected it and we have maybe some karmic ties does not mean I have to deal with it in this lifetime. I want to make that clear. But the Knighthood card also speaks about, I almost feel like this person, when they do make the 180 transformation, they're going to be your biggest cheerleader. They're going to be someone who is going to devote, it feels like their life to you. Almost, they're going to protect you with their life, I'm hearing. They're saying that they betrayed you in the past life, and maybe they maybe committed a sense of betrayal, and now they feel like they owe you now. So this is what this card is indicating, is that there is, just in all relationships, there's always hope, or there's always a possibility for a change. People can change, despite how it may seem. And for this person, the change may occur. I feel like I do get a strong sense that this change may occur. Like, I don't think this person came into this world or this lifetime already changed. I think this is something that they will undergo. And I think it's going to take a lot of self-reflection and a lot of maybe you or other people telling them exactly who they are for this person to kind of understand. But once they do understand, they're never going back. And that would be the sign that the lesson has finally been learned. Now we also have the Hawk, and in this card it speaks about omens and messages. Now, this card in particular, they're showing me like the High Priestess, so I almost get a sense for some of you guys, you may already know that there is like some type of, string attached to the both of you guys that keeps you guys connected in some way. Like maybe this is someone that you know that you guys always find your way back to each other, even if you guys are trying to move on within your own respective lives. Maybe there's always a time where maybe there's always something that reminds you of them. Maybe there's a song that plays that always reminds you of them. And the same goes for them as well. Like, I feel as though there's obvious signs around you guys, or at least signs within the connection that makes you realize that there's something a little bit more deeper underneath the surface that would explain what this connection is all about, or why is it happening, and why it's something that we're experiencing. I mean, you could be psychic. I feel like and I think it's a constant the push and pull, the constant back and forth. I feel that's happening with this connection as well. Like I said, this person couldn't really be anybody in your life. I do feel like it's a strong male or masculine presence, but there is a definite undertone of romance with this pile. Now we also have fair male. So obviously this could definitely be the person that we have in question. Doesn't necessarily have to be like this, but when I think of fair male, I definitely think of, I don't know why, but when I look at this, I'm thinking of a younger person or someone who just looks young. I do believe, though, this person does have attributes that are associated with maturity, such as maybe they have such a big job, or maybe they are of a particular age but just look young. But I mean, this person could look like this, doesn't have to be though, but this is just reiterating the strong masculine presence that is very prominent within this pile. So the next pile that we have is Rubelite. And it says passion and purpose. Your enthusiasm gives your energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. So for me personally, this is also indicating the transformation that this person is meant to make. I believe once this transformation is made, this person is going to kind of devote themselves to you. I also feel like this person is going to be like somewhat of your cheerleader, really try to encourage you to do whatever the hell it is that you want. Once again, this person feels like they owe you. So I don't know if, I think this is definitely their soul speaking. And when they say that they owe you, but there could be maybe another example in this lifetime in which this person will also feel like they owe you in some way, shape, or form. Possibly because they're trying to, make up for, what they didn't give you, or what they should have gave you, which was probably respect, love, attention, whatever the case may be. But once again, I do see a redemption arc that this person should be making. And in the end, they're going to definitely be, it almost feels like they're going to be all about you now. And hey, I don't know, maybe just like JoJo, it may be too little too late. But I think the effort, it will definitely be evident that they're making, and there's going to be very much proof that they definitely made somewhat of a change. And you'll see it. The last part that we have is, sorry, I'm going a little bit longer, but this is just good shit. I mean, good stuff. We have bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Yeah. I see a redemption arc for this person. This is the reason as to why this is happening. This person really wants to redeem themselves. I do feel like maybe it's going to be redeeming themselves from this lifetime, but especially from past lives. This is supposed to be the comeback. I do see a little bit of residue from the past life that may be something that you experienced. However, I really get the sense that this is someone who is going to really just make a 180 change. I'm seeing like someone who I'm also showing me the Hermit card as I speak about this. I see someone who's definitely going to be reevaluating who they are and really checking themselves. And I think that's what's going to initiate the transformation. And they're definitely going to want you to see how much they change. And they will show that to you. What you want to do with that, that's up to you. But the point is, I do believe you're going to be able to see that the lesson was learned. Because they feel like they owe you. And it looks like they're not going to stop until that debt is paid. So, pile number 1. I hope that you enjoyed this. This was a little bit, fun. At least I hope it was fun. But hope it was interesting, and maybe you do know this person. If you do, please comment down below because I'm nosy. But with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. If you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you next time. Bye. What is up, pile number 2? This is for those who picked a citrine stone. We're about to find out what past life connection are you meant to experience. The cards that they gave us are the Death card. We also have the Four of Wands in reverse. Y'all, the story that they're telling me is wild. We also have the Empress. We have number 3, solar plexus chakra. We have Atlantis. We have the Grail Knight. We have Soulmate. That's nice. We have Gold. You can barely see anything. And we have this card that we'll get into later. So, let's get this. I'm just calling it like it is. The story that they're giving me is I don't think it's unique, but it's definitely something that I feel maybe a lot of people are familiar with. But this is one of those cases where it truly is like the one that got away, that type of scenario. And I just feel, or at least what they're saying is that this is one of those cases in which it feels like this person that's coming through was either married or with someone else, but they were always in love with you. And it's like, you never stepped up to the plate. But the interesting thing about this is that I do feel like the universe really wants to see this come to fruition this time. There's an importance about this connection, which may not necessarily be revealed in these cards or in today's readings, but there is something bigger about this connection that I believe you and this person are meant to at least be a part of, because they're kind of like, we're going to make sure it happens this time. I get love though. I get romantic love. I'm getting almost like, it's not even, I was gonna say unrequited, but it's not unrequited. It's one of it's yeah, we couldn't be together though. It's like we wanted to be together, but we couldn't be together. Like that. Let's begin. We have the Death card. I do believe the lesson that this person learned after that life concluded was this. It was the fact that this person should have followed their heart. Now, it's not to say, possibly there is some regret here as well. And so this really is about, this person is saying that they're coming here as a changed person. So yeah, this person is, I feel like the karmic lesson has already been learned. And there's nothing else that's going to stop them now. Maybe this could be someone who, you and this person may not necessarily get into a relationship as quickly as you would like. And maybe that could be part of the universe testing this person, like, yo, are you sure that you learned the lesson? But I truly feel like this is the energy that this person has already changed, and this is irreversible change. This person is not going back to a life that they once lived, to where they've ended that life wondering what if, or just really with a heart that never was really fulfilled because they weren't with the person that they wanted to be with. For those of you guys who also, because this is what they're giving me too, if you're a part of the LGBT plus community, this could be one of those situations as well in which, society, you know how society does. Society would never approve. And that kind of, swayed this person to really live a life that wasn't truly who they are. But they're saying that they're not doing that anymore. Now we also have the Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I kind of feel like this is someone who was married in a past life, and I don't believe this person was faithful. But how could they be? Because it's like their heart was somewhere else. But they never gave you, it feels like, what you deserved. They never gave you the title. They never gave you the family. They never gave you the kids. They never gave you that foundation, And this is kind of what they want to correct this time. We have the Empress. So this person is saying that even though I was with someone else, you were always the most beautiful. You were always my everything. I also feel like this is someone who is now learning, or at least not even learning, but just now really exploring what it feels like to really truly commit to your feelings, commit to what your heart truly desires. And I feel like this is someone who's not going to be silent about what it is that they feel anymore, or what it is that they want. The Empress also indicates divine feminine. Not necessarily this is who their person is, even though that could be the case as well. But what I mean is that this is someone who's truly going to embody that now. Because we all have both masculine and feminine energies. I feel like this is just, this time around, it's really about what your heart desires, emotions, and really giving into those emotions. Yeah. But they want me to repeat it once again. You've always been the one, is what they're saying. You've always been the one. So, we also have number 3. This is solar plexus chakra. This is about, okay, this person's getting a little bit, I mean, we're already deep, so we might as well get deeper, I guess. This person is saying life was not life. Life wasn't complete without you. I mean, I don't want to make it seem like I'm just making this up. Like it's, but you guys know me. I don't just be reading just to make y'all feel good, even though that's sometimes the case. But the things that I say is not, it's always going to be what Spirit wants me to say. In this case, it's almost as if they didn't have nothing else to live. Like, it's almost as if, even though it may appear that they had a happy life in the past life, there was always a void that they felt could never have been felt, because they felt like there were other, politics or society that would never have allowed you to be together. This could have been one of those cases as well, in which, maybe, back in the days, I mean, even now though, women are always, it's like sometimes a divorcee could be seen as someone that you should not get in. Like it's like a bad omen to get into a relationship with someone who's been divorced. And a lot of times it's women who typically, have to, bear that burden, or at least that's what society makes more. Or when sometimes people are more involved, like today. How many times do you see that when a man often, has maybe a few sexual partners or multiple sexual partners, that it's seen as a good thing, or at least they like, oh yeah, you the dog, and all that dumb stuff. But had it been a woman who did the same thing, they're typically viewed as, all the names in the book that aren't necessarily uplifting. So I'm getting the case that it was almost as if this person just decided to follow society and other factors that had nothing to do with them as you and this person as a unit or as a union. And this person is not allowing that to happen anymore. This person is deciding to have a fulfilled life this time around. Now, let's get into this card. We have the Lost City of Atlantis. So this card could indicate that this could be the past life that's most significant to you and this person. However, when I think of Atlantis, I think of water, and I also think of emotions. This person, and I'm going to read this card as well, which is the Grail Knight. They have so much love for you. It's an immense amount of love. And the Grail Knight it's very equivalent to the Knight of Cups. This is someone who's going to be very much open and honest about their feelings, I think, from the very beginning. I also believe that this is someone who is going to constantly make the gesture of love to you. I almost feel like this is one of their love signs, is that they're very action oriented when it comes to showing you how much they love you. But once again, I see a flood of emotions coming towards you from this person. If you don't know who this person is yet, this is definitely someone that you're going to be meeting this lifetime. But for sure, it's going to be very evident that this person does love you from the very beginning. And of course, we have the Soulmate card. I don't think I need to explain anything about this. Y'all know what this is. Once again, I'm getting, it's almost as if the universe really has plans for this connection. I don't know what those plans may be. Like, I don't know if you guys have a mission together that you guys are supposed to complete or to really start on in this life. I don't know what that is, or maybe it's just your union is meant to be somewhat of a statement. Maybe there's some complexities in this lifetime as well. Like in the past life, I do feel like there were some other factors that made it difficult for you guys to be together. Maybe that's something that you guys are also experiencing in this lifetime as well, or will experience in this lifetime as well. And it's really about overcoming those challenges to really be together, because this connection, you guys are meant to be together despite what anyone has to say, despite what any type of laws or what type of stigma may be attached to it. You guys are meant to be together, and maybe that's why the universe is so like, this is going to happen, because it's I feel like it's going to be like almost like, I mean, maybe it's a little bit more to it, but I feel like there's going to be somewhat of a statement made or some type of impact this connection will have in some way, shape, or form. Now we have gold, and it speaks divine intervention, of course. God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. Spirit is definitely, this is the connection that Spirit has been leading you on the path towards. There is going to be a moment in which, like some of you guys, it feels like this is someone that you may meet at work. So this could be by way of a new job, because they're showing me the Ace of Pentacles image. So some of you guys, this could be someone that you may meet at work. I also get the sense, though, it's just going to really start off as if you guys, it feels weird to say, but it feels like you guys are going to start off as if you guys already are in a relationship, if that makes sense. Like, I don't see like it doesn't feel like a gradual, like we're friends and then we become more than that. I don't even see that happening. I just feel like you guys are just going to go straight to it, but and possibly that could be because you're so obviously will recognize each other, but at the same time, I'm just like, yeah, it may throw you off a little bit, like it's doing me right now, but at the same time, I do feel that your spirit teams are really like nothing stopping your spirit team from bringing you guys together. I think you don't really have to do anything. Like if you're trying to like you know, put yourself out there and by way of dating apps or maybe really trying to actively seek a partner, when it comes to this connection, you don't have to do anything. This is something that they're going to bring towards you without you having to try. Divine intervention speaks about the universe stepping in, and this is fate. And like I said, I feel as though if they're stepping in to this magnitude, I feel there's something deeper or something bigger about this connection. And this could be whether you guys have a mission together, or for the simple fact that this connection will, you know, maybe inspire people, or maybe just make a impact or a statement of sort that maybe defies all these societies, rules or laws that we sometimes feel the need to oblige. But yeah. Last card that we have is dun dun dun. Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So there's a caveat to this relationship, and once again, I do feel like there is going to be a similar challenge that you guys faced in the past life, and I do feel like there's going to be other factors that will maybe make it easier for you to be like, you know what, it can't work. It's not supposed to work, when in fact it is. And I think one of the challenges is going to be to really overcome adversity and problems or obstacles in order to be together. Honestly, they're showing me Romeo and Juliet, and I didn't want to get too cliche about that, you know, because that's a tragedy. You know, but at the same time, just the idea, you know, what was it? Montague and I want to say Capulets, Montague and Capulets, how they, you know, everyone was pretty much against, you know, their union, but they were in love. Star-crossed lovers, maybe not get on Shakespeare, but overall, like I said, I feel like there's going to be very significant challenges that you guys are meant to overcome, and you guys have to be aware of what this connection actually is, and that no one else can define what this connection is besides you two. So, pile number 2, this is your story. I mean, this is going to be one of your story. I'm not saying this is going to be your main story, but it's going to be a pretty significant one in this life when it comes to romance. And this person, this person is saying that they're doing something that they didn't do before, and they're showing me the full card, so they're taking a risk. Once again, there's some sort of the nature of this connection, or at least what's surrounding this connection, feels like we're putting our reputation on the line, we're putting our lives in danger, something like that. I mean, maybe it's not that severe, but there's sacrifices that are going to have to be made for love. But only you will know what that is when you experience it. So, with that being said, though, Pile number 2, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do enjoy doing these past life type of readings. And this one was definitely something that I am interested in knowing. So if you know who this person is, please comment down below. Let me know your story. But other than that, if you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you next time. What is up, pile number 3? This is for those who picked the green adventuring stone. We're about to find out what past life connection are you meant to experience. The cards that they gave us are, we have the 2 of Pentacles. We also have the 2 of Cups. We also have the Queen of Cups. And as you look at it, we also have the 2 of Cups again. This is the 2 of Cups entitled Spiritual Union. We also have Scribe or Writer. We have Joy. We have Blonde Female, which is ironic because this chick is clearly not blonde. We also have Ruby with an actual blonde female on it. We have Ruby. And we also have this card that we'll get into later. Pile number 3. The energy is quite lovely. To be honest, take it how it resonates, because there's multiple ways this person may come into incarnation. One of which is the obvious one, which could be romantically. The other one could definitely be a mother. The other one could be a older sister. And the other one is not friend is giving it too little. It's like best friend. Best friend. Yeah. And to be honest, this is a ride or die, and that's kind of the reason why they're coming here. This is a ride or die. I almost feel like this, I don't want to say it, but this person does come across a little bit like an angel, but I just feel like this is not necessarily, it's not to say that this person doesn't have a soul mission of their own, but what I'm saying is that I do feel like one of the factors as to why they incarnated in this life was because you were. This is like a ride or die, and that definitely will be evident when you do meet this person. If you already know this person, this is someone who will always have your back. I think even if you're wrong, they might tell you in private, like, maybe you should have did it this way, but overall, they will definitely always have your back. So let's begin. We have the 2 of Pentacles. For you, it's like this, your life will, just like maybe most people's life, you will always feel there's going to be times where you may be overwhelmed. There'll be times where your emotions are going up and down. There's going to be times where you feel like, you have no control of what's going on in your life, and that's something that may, make you feel, depressed or sad. This is someone who's really here to correct that for you. In those times in which you are unsure, this is someone who's going to give you certainty. During those times where you may feel sad, this is someone who's going to bring you happiness. During those times where you may feel confused, this is someone who's going to give you clarity. This is someone who's always going to correct those type of imbalances that you may go through in life. They're also showing me the Sun card, so I have to say, yeah, they really want you. They're trying to make you have an easier life or easier experience here, and they're going to do everything that they can in order for that to happen. Now, of course, it's not to say that you guys won't have your disagreements, but I don't necessarily see any type of disagreement being permanent, or I don't see, this is inseparable. You know what I mean? This is something I truly feel like it transcended from the past life. Like, this is just a continuation, and the connection it's definitely can't be severed. Now we also have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a soulmate card as well, but this is also indicating for a lot of you guys, this is someone who you guys are very much alike. Now, I'm getting you guys are alike but different. So what that means is that you guys may have very similar personalities. However, you guys may be from different cultural backgrounds, or there's maybe some certain intricacies or nuances that you guys both display that the other person may lack, and so in that case you guys do complement one another. But yeah, I'm getting same but different, and this connection is so beautifully balanced. I'm also getting very peaceful. Like, I don't really feel like there's going to be much arguments or issues with this connection, because like I said, I get the sense that this person kind of incarnated just because you incarnated. And like I said, I'm sure they have their own things going on in their own lives. I'm sure there's other aspects, but that's how they're making me feel. It's like, I'm only here for you. Like, this is your world and I'm just living in it. But yeah, this person's coming across as an angel too. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is someone who will always have it to where maybe there's times where you may think about this person. I'm also getting like, they're showing me the Ace of Swords, so they're making me feel like there's a telepathic connection as well. For some of you guys, this could be like a twin sibling of yours. But yeah, it feels as though this connection, it feels like it can't be broken at all. And I feel like this is someone who will always have your back. And in times of need, they can tell when you need them. And so sometimes they may call you and you'll be thinking like, yo, I needed someone to talk to. This is that type of energy. Now we also have the Queen of Cups. This is beautiful feminine energy. Doesn't mean that this person is a woman, but this is someone who has this is like mother-like energy as well, very nurturing. This is also someone who is have a beautiful spirit. They're very good in nature. I also see this as someone who it's like you will never, like, you're never in second place when it comes to anybody else. Like, you're always, the love that they have for you it far passes anyone else's, the love that they have for anyone else in this lifetime. Like, you always will come first. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship, but I think this is just, once again, the energy that's coming through is like they literally incarnated because of you. It was almost as if, all right, I'm about to incarnate in this life. They were like, oh, you are? All right, well, I'm going to. But this is, I do feel like this person physically has incarnated into someone who maybe you look up to, or someone that is you look towards for advice. This is someone who is very comforting. Their energy is very warm. Once again, this could be a mother or a parent, or this could definitely be an older sibling who's quite nurturing or maybe even protective in that way as well. But this is also a very psychic card as well. So I do believe there's a psychic connection that you guys have. And I think you guys know it. I think you know it. I do get the sense that this is someone that you could have already met. I do. And if you haven't met this person, like for example, if this is like a romantic connection, it's almost as if you guys already are aware of each other's presence by way of dreams, by way of just energy. Because the love is too strong. It's just too strong. Like it's just too strong to where I don't see it just remaining in the 5D for very long. It can't. Now we also have, once again, the Two of Cups, spiritual union. I mean, I think the fact that it's here twice is really this person's saying that this is how close you guys are. This is how deep the connection is. This is connect you. I almost feel like in every life this person has followed. And maybe there's times where you follow them, but I do think in this particular life, this person followed you. There's great unconditional love I see coming from the both of you guys. Once again, I get telepathic, I get psychic energy between you two. I think you guys will be able to know how one another feels without even saying a word. I feel like there's going to be times where you guys need each other, that you guys will know exactly when to call that person. But overall, this connection is clearly that of a prominent soul connection. Yeah. Now we also have scribe or writer. Now, the obvious interpretation was the fact that either this person or you could definitely have been a writer or a scribe, and maybe that's something that you have interest in this lifetime as well. But this also speaks about communication. They're showing me the Ace of Cups, so this person, I mean, there's a lot of love here. And I think one of the ways that this person is going to express that is by way of speaking, or maybe this by way of poetry. Maybe this person's interested in the writing arts. But definitely there's a very comfortable communicating with this person. But there's a lot of words of love that you guys will also express to one another. This person is saying, "I love you," right now. Yeah. This is such a beautiful connection, and it doesn't really matter how this person has decided to incarnate in this life. It's definitely a connection that is like, it's valuable, it's priceless. Like, it's something that it seems as though it's something that it's a connection that will almost never be topped by any other connection that you'll experience in this life. So now we also have, let me go back to the scribe or writer. Communication is definitely going to be something that is prominent in this connection, as you probably would have assumed, but specifically, this is someone who is quite loving in their words. Like, I think maybe you've grown up in a family that doesn't say "I love you" or do things like that. This is someone who's very much like that. I'm very much like the friend who always be like, "I love you," because I think it's not weird, but sometimes people think it's weird. But I think it's important to express how much you love even those who are not related to you, or those who you really truly care about. And this is someone who will definitely do that. But let's continue. We also have joy. Once again, this person is quite funny. Always make you laugh. This is definitely the type of energy. Once again, if you're feeling down, you know who to call, and this is this person. So they're telling me that I don't want to scare y'all, but because we all have those moments in which we sometimes refer to as tower moments. But they're saying it's going to be a significant tower moment that you're going to be experiencing in this life, to where you may feel like, my world is crumbling, that type of feeling, when in fact it isn't. But it's just, that's when you're in the moment, it's very intense. That's going to be the moment, if this person has yet to really prove that they really are that ride or die type of person that really wants you to succeed, wants the best, the absolute best for you. If they have not yet proven at that moment, they're definitely going to prove it during that moment when you are in need of someone like that. So if you have any doubts before then, that tower-like moment that you may experience in this life will show you who exactly your true friends are, the people that really matter and really care for you, and this person will stand out more than the rest. Absolutely. But yeah, I'm also getting someone who, in those moments that are sad, moments that are not necessarily the most enjoyable times in life, this is someone who will always find ways to remind you that joy and happiness still does exist. And I'm also getting someone who could be quite funny. Now we also have a blonde female. This can indicate how this is who this person looks like. They're showing me the Chariot card. Once again, this person wants to reiterate that you guys are the same, but you guys are different. I don't know if you guys know, in the Chariot card, the original tarot image, there's like a white lion and a black lion carrying the chariot, and that's kind of like how you guys are as well. You guys are the same, but you guys are different. Maybe you guys look differently. Like, for example, this person could be a blonde female while you may be, I don't know, a brunette male, or vice versa. I don't know, but I do believe there's maybe some physical differences between you and this person, that you guys don't look nothing alike, which probably is a good thing. Especially if this is like a romantic, if this person's coming in as a romantic partner. But yeah, overall, I this could be some clues as to who this person is, but I'm getting that this card is referring to, there's a physical difference between you and this person, which could be indicating maybe a difference in background, a difference in anatomy in some way, shape, or form. Now we also have Ruby. It says, bless your heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. Once again, this is a real ass friend, real ass support system. I don't know how you want to describe it, but this is definitely someone who you will be grateful for. And I think a lot of you guys already know who this person is. But once again, they want me to reiterate that they've come here for you. They've incarnated for you. They wanted to make or at least help make your life experience in this life a lot easier by way of showing support and love. You guys have a lot in common. I mean, obviously if this is like a parent, you guys would naturally have a lot in common. But you guys have a lot in common. You guys have a deep, deep connection that transcends time. This person is saying, I love you again. So the last card that we have, dun dun dun, is, we have horse, short journey. So I have to say this now. For some of you guys, this is going to be someone that you maybe meet after a traumatic experience, or maybe an intense situation that kind of feels like it changed your life. And the purpose would be to really show that that was just temporary and that there's still a lot more life to live. I'm also getting, for some of you guys, this could be maybe this is somebody like a mother who you didn't necessarily notice that you guys are what feels like soulmates until maybe a divorce happened, or maybe a situation happened in which you and your mother, have grown closer, and it became a lot more evident. Yeah. So I think I'm going to end it there because they're saying a lot now to where it's going to really take a lot more time. But just know that this person will always love you, despite what may happen, despite what may be said, and despite if this person is here physically for as long as you. I'll just say that. So, with that being said, pile number 3, this is a lovely connection. I hope that you enjoyed this. Sorry for going on too long, but this person just had a lot to say, and I don't blame them, because they seem definitely worth it for me to extend the duration. But other than that, you guys, if you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you next time. Bye. What is that? Pile number 4. This is for those who picked the clear quartz crystal. We're about to find out what past life connection are you meant to experience. The cards that they gave us are the Ace of Wands, we also have the 6 of Swords, the Hermit card, we also have the 6 of Wands. This is victory and success. We have food and hunger. We have the King. And we also have the Ice Queen. We have Azurite. This is deep emotional healing. and this card I will get into later. So immediately what they told me is this is going to be like a guide for you, mentor, partner. Like it's that type of energy. This is definitely someone who I feel as though in this life they've mastered the world when it comes to the physical world, when it comes to material wealth, and they're here to show you the way, show you the ropes, and so that you can achieve that amount of success or more. So I definitely see this could be someone who may incarnate as a future boss or a financial advisor or something of that nature, or someone that you're going to be in partnership with, maybe an investor, maybe someone who could be a part of an agency of sort, or maybe a manager, but whatever it is, they believe in you. And I think a lot of what the reason is because they're going to probably mention that they see themselves in you, or something about your story is similar to what they've gone through. And so that's where it may lead. But the reason why is because in the past life, you two have experienced a life in which it could have been in poverty or where you definitely were lacking in a lot of things, especially like the necessities. And so what this life is meant to do for the both of you guys is to be an opposite of that. It's very likely that you, pile number 4, are going to experience a life to where instead of not having enough, you actually have way more than enough. And I'm referring to an abundance of money and a life to where you can live comfortably and not, be, worrying about trivial things such as expenses and things like that. But yeah, that's where this is coming from. So I'm really feeling this energy, but let's begin. So we have the Ace of Wands. This is this is someone who's coming across as someone who's going to give you. This person's coming across as very enthusiastic, by the way, but someone who's going to give you courage, someone who's going to give you or encouragement, and someone who's going to give you maybe even courage too, because maybe whatever it is, because it seems like this person is going to be an incredible influence when it comes to your career or your business, and they're definitely going to be the type of person to be like, you can do this, you can do it, you know this is possible, right? When you may have thought that it wasn't possible. There's a new, and like, if you guys are experiencing maybe what feels like a delay, or just you guys are feeling stuck in your current career path or your current career journey, there is a new beginning that's going to be happening, and it's going to happen by way of this person. This person is going to reinvigorate you. You guys are going to feel more passionate about what it is that you're doing in order to have access to funds and success. Yeah. This person's meant to be like your cheerleader. This person's meant to be someone who really just pushes you. We have the Six of Swords. Once again, I'm getting someone who's going to be like a guide. You can think of this as you right here in the cloak, and this is the person that we're referring to, leading you to the way. Even if they have to hold your hand, even if they have to carry you, they're almost very determined to see you succeed in this life. In those times where you even feel like giving up, this is someone who won't allow you to give up. We have the Hermit card. Once again, there's this theme about this person being like somewhat of a beacon of light or hope, which is a guide for you. This person is incredibly wise in whatever craft or whatever field that they're in. They're almost seen as like a guru or just a well-respected individual in their respected field. Yeah, this person is a partner, your future partner, and I think maybe this person could even be like a silent partner. Maybe it's not going to be like, you know, Sally and Bob. You know, maybe it's just going to be Sally, but Bob is going to be a partner in the background. You know what I mean? But I'm getting someone who it's like they succeeded in their life. They know how to do it. They've accomplished, you know, everything. They've reached the pinnacle of success, and they see the potential in you, and they're going to make sure that you also reach your version of the pinnacle of success. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but to me, this is probably ideal, or this should be ideal for anybody else when it comes to, you know, connecting with someone from a past life. Like, this is really giving, and they want me to say that this is a soulmate, but as you guys already know, soulmate does not necessarily mean romantic, because I'm not necessarily getting romantic with this at all, actually. However, you know, I'm getting professional and platonic type of soulmate, and I think this is something that everyone should maybe want and strive for, because like I always say, money over love. Now we also have number 6, and this is the 6, excuse me, this is the 6 of Wands. This is victory and success. Once again, this is the theme. This is the theme of this connection, is to reach a level of success, to succeed, to progress. You know, once again, this could be like someone that you maybe you apply for a new job, and this is a CEO or maybe a higher up that sees the potential in you. You may not even fully qualify for the position that you applied for. However, they see the potential in you, and they kind of take you under their wings. And then they're showing me the trajectory going up, so it just goes up from there. Yeah, I can almost guarantee, like, you're going to be successful in this lifetime, and it's not to say that you didn't have the ability to do it yourself, but what I will say that it's always nice to have some help. It's always nice to have someone in your corner that you can depend on. Now, we also have food and hunger. This is the connection from the past life. Now, the food and hunger card does speak about like poverty. This could also maybe even indicate that this is how the past life concluded for the both of you guys. But this is kind of what we're trying to correct in this life. It's because we lived the life to where we were lacking, and now it's time to live a life to where we're abundant. That's what that's about. Yeah. Now we have the King. So this is actually amazing energy. Once again, leadership position. This is also giving me like emperor energy. This is definitely someone who is in charge. I'm getting, you know, whether it's a CEO or maybe they're a business owner of their, maybe they own their own business. But whatever it is, they definitely have the tools, they have the resources, they have the connections, they have the knowledge, the wisdom to really make you a success. Yeah, they have it all. Like, with this person in your corner, You absolutely cannot fail. And it's not to say that maybe this could be someone who is in a field that's completely different than what you're trying to do, but to me it feels like the advice that they're giving, the actions that they're trying to advise you to take, like that type of wisdom is invaluable, and it could maybe be applied to any aspect. But I do get the strong sense that this is someone that you and this person relate when it comes to the field that you guys are in. I think you guys are both in the same field, or at least within the same job, or whatever the case may be. We have Ice Queen. They are describing this as you, and I think what's happening here is that this person also have gone through some struggles in this lifetime as well. However, I do believe by the time you guys meet, this person has already established. It's already established. I don't think that you will be established by that time you guys meet. And I almost feel like a lot of the things that you maybe attempted, or maybe you are in a state of where you feel like, there's nothing positive that's happening. This also speaks for isolation. So maybe you've put yourself in a position in which you no longer want to interact with people. Honestly, sometimes that's how people are. When like career, I actually have a friend like this. When money ain't looking right, when career ain't looking right, we can't reach this person. We can't call them. We can't visit them. Like, they're a complete shut-in. And maybe that's something that you are exhibiting. But this, once again, this is someone who's really going to correct that. I do see a business partnership though. I mean, this is King and Queen here. And I do see that you guys are completely different though. But I do get the sense this person is saying that you have a vision, and you also have a clear focus. You may be lacking just the resources to execute that vision, or maybe you lack the publicity, or you just lack, sometimes it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And this person could just be the missing ingredient. But this person does view you as someone who is of equal status, it seems, despite how much money you have in your bank account, despite what position that you have. There's something about you that for them, it's almost as if like, yo, this is my counterpart. Like, we're on equal footing. Now we also have Azurite. And it says deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from past experience. So that's what it is. We are really, this person is helping you heal from this. And the wound is from a past life. So you, in this life, may have experienced not having enough, whether it's money or things like that, because that's something that bled from that past life. However, once again, this person is coming through to really save the day. And it's not to say that you need saving, but like I said, it's always nice to have help when it comes to your own career endeavors. Yeah. Like I said, when you become successful, which you will become, this person will not have it any other way. It definitely will complete this karma. Last card that we have June. So this could definitely mean that this is someone that you met in June. This could be someone who has a birthday in June. It can mean a lot of things, but I do see. Okay, for some of you guys, there could have been something that occurred in June, whether it was some type of loss, whether it was a job loss, or there was a significant decrease in your amount of money. And it does seem like that kind of was a catalyst for this connection to actually finally come to fruition. So if you have not met this person is definitely on their way. Because like I said, when this person comes through, it's really going to signify a new beginning for you. And this might happen by way of a new job offer, or maybe a message or an email of someone who sees the potential in your work or things like that. This person is going to, it feels like this person's like almost holding your hand on this journey, because this journey has been tough for you when it comes to career, when it comes to money. And this person's willing to really, I think they use the example, pick you up, even if you don't feel like walking on this journey, because this person won't have it any other way. You have to be successful, is what this person is saying in this life. So, before, I kind of think this is my favorite, one of my favorites at least. When it comes to career and money, that's what I really, really enjoy, reading about. And this is perfect. This is the perfect connection to have in order to be successful. So consider yourself lucky or blessed. And thank you so much for joining me. I really did enjoy this topic. Hopefully you guys did as well. If you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you next time. Bye.